Hi, boys and girls, it's Mrs. Poling. I'm here today to teach you more about electricity. We're going to review a little bit of things that you've learned about so far in this unit. Electricity is a form of energy, and that energy is created by electrons. You know that electrons are one little part of an atom. An atom's the smallest unit of matter, and the electrons are what cause electricity. So there are two types of electricity: static electricity and current electricity. Static electricity you learned about a couple weeks ago, and static electricity is the electricity when you walk across the room and touch a doorknob and you get a shock, or you go down the slide and get a shock. When you rub a balloon on top of your head and your hair sticks up, that is static electricity. Current electricity is when the electricity is flowing through a path, or it's moving through a path or wires. Examples of current electricity would be electricity making a light bulb turn on, making a flashlight work, giving power to your computer or to your tablet. So that's current electricity. Current electricity always moves in a circuit, and a circuit is in an unbroken pathway. If you listen to the word circuit, you hear that circ, like circle, so that electricity is going to move in a path, an unbroken path. So we're going to make a circuit today, and it's going to be the most simple circuit that you can make. And you need three things to make a simple circuit. The first thing you need is a source of electrons. We need to get that energy moving. Those electrons are stored inside this battery. If you don't have a battery operated device, you have an outlet plug. The plug goes in the outlet in the wall, and that's your source of electrons. So today we have a battery. That's our source of electrons. That's the first thing we need for a simple circuit. The second thing we need is a pathway for the electrons to flow, and these are wires. So these two wires are identical. They're just different colors. Inside the wire is copper, a type of metal, and then this red and white is just the plastic rubber outer coating. So source of electron and pathway. The last item we need is something to use the energy from those electrons, and this is a little light bulb. So this is going to use the energy, those electrons, from our battery. So now we need to connect all these things into a circuit to make current electricity. So I'm going to use this battery holder. It's not necessarily needed for the simple circuit, but I'm using this battery holder to help me hold the wires in place. So that battery just pops in there, and this little knob here is connected to this side of the battery, and this little knob here is connected to the other side of the battery. We're going to use these wires with the copper in them to have the electrons flow out of the battery through this white wire. And we want that unbroken pathway. So we want those electrons eventually to flow back inside the battery. So I'm going to take the red wire and connect it to the opposite side of the battery. Like that. Okay. We still have an incomplete circuit, and we need to put our light bulb in there, something to use the electrons. Okay, so the electrons are not moving right now. They are stored inside the battery. But as soon as we complete that path, the electrons will start to flow through that path. The electrons will flow through that circuit and back into the battery. So we're going to complete the circuit. So I'm going to take this white wire and touch it to the side of the light bulb. See the silver side of the light bulb? And I'm going to take the red wire and connect it to the bottom of the light bulb. And we have completed our circuit. So we have a complete path. The electrons flow out of the battery through the wire into the light bulb and back through the wire into the battery. So this is a complete circuit. If I take the wire away, it's incomplete. An incomplete circuit. The electrons will not flow. They are not moving out of that battery. Everything has stopped. If I connect the circuit again, it's complete. The electrons flow, the light bulb lights up. Now, this circuit will not work if I take both of these wires and connect them to the sides of the light bulb. It doesn't turn on. The circuit will not work if I put both of the wires to the bottom of the light bulb. It will not complete the circuit. One needs to be to the side and one needs to be to the bottom. And I can do either way, put the red one on the side and the white one on the bottom to complete the circuit. So this is a complete circuit and an incomplete circuit. The three things that are needed to make the most simple circuit are a source of electrons, a pathway, and a battery, or excuse me, a light bulb, something to use the power. Complete circuit, incomplete circuit. Complete circuit has a complete path for the electrons to flow and the device will work. An incomplete circuit means there's a broken path there. So those are complete circuits and incomplete circuits for current electricity. See ya.